And he was actually, I believe, PR ranked back in the time. So now we have DanComboZ. I don't have as many AKAs as Nosebleed, I'm sorry.
Well, see, yeah, but you'll put Justin and Kay on the same side. You guys.
And
I didn't put Dan there.
What? Dan and Ford. Okay.
Me and my brother were so kind of be like, yeah, we use our pie.
all right, so if you haven't realized it yet, the commentary screen does not have the names below it, or a view of the tournament brackets or anything. And the reason for that is because it's on a screen that's actually live. It's got the same. It's showing the same thing as the guys who are playing. So I get to yell at the same time as the crowd instead of 3 seconds later, which is great. But it also means that it sort of exposes my lack of knowledge to some of these players. I know a lot of the regulars, but not a lot of some of the other players that I don't see as often. So we got Poor playing Sonic, and wow, Captain Falcon played by Dan. Dan, who gets something exciting this time right off the bat. Both these characters incredibly fast, though some of Sonic's speed comes from his B moves, which we haven't seen a lot of yet. Oh, and Dan gets away with a air dodge there he probably shouldn't have. Wow, spikes everywhere, meteors. Okay, it's gonna be one of those games. So okay, here we go. Looks like Sonic getting the spin dashes started, and I believe that he should have held B there to get the slide, because the slide puts you into a little bit better position to edge guard. That is at least what I have seen from the videos I've watched of Wizrobe in the past, though those are for different versions. Wow. Poor's doing an amazing job here, getting a tech chase read off the platform with a forward smash. Wow. Okay, Dan can't make it back from that, but the double soft me was incredible. Me, whatever. So, oh, okay. And Dan kills himself. The springboard is too scary. Dan can't handle the springboard. And I thought that it might have pseudo spiked him there too, but Dan makes a little tech error and loses his stock. Wow, okay, and Poor goes for another forward air because Dan's going for crazy offstage stuff. But he gets it that time, and we're evened up. Wow, this game is already on the last stock. Okay. Ooh, okay. Thought that the Sonic might have killed himself there. Sonic's down smash that we just saw has a pretty neat property. It actually hits in front of him twice, so it hits in front of him, behind him, and then in front of him again. Unlike a lot of smash attacks, which either hit in front and behind at the same time, or in front and then behind, and that's it. So, down tilt into up smash, into up air, gets a nice string there, Poor does. And he has a chance. Woo, doesn't quite get it. And a really unsafe up B does not get kneed or up aired by Dan, but an up throw, wow, even a down throw apparently combos. I thought that up throw was going to be necessary there because Sonic falls a little bit faster than a lot of the cast. I'm sure it would have worked. Here we go, up throw knee. That's really the option here. Oh, wow. Oh, no. And Poor gets a homing attack that goes the wrong direction, goes into special fall, and loses the first game. Which is a really disappointing way to end something that was a game that exciting. So Poor gets his counter pick here, after Dan gets rid of the small stages. All right. I don't know. I mean, Captain Falcon's really fast too, but I feel that both of these characters sort of benefit off of similar stages in a lot of situations. Like Sonic's not going to die to the knee as early here, and he can still get you off the side. And if he does, or you can get Falcon off the side, and if he does, then he can gimp him with that forward air, as we saw. But to counteract that, the stage is a little bit bigger, so it's harder to get Falcon all the way off the side. We'll see how it goes. So far, it looks like Poor is, was in a great situation there, getting a little bit of the worst end of this deal, especially since Captain Falcon is a little bit heavier, so Sonic is at a bit more of a disadvantage than the percentages immediately show, plus the fact that Captain Falcon has a crazy, ridiculous, powerful aerial, and Sonic doesn't. Wow! Although Sonic has several very solid aerials. In his back air and up air, which can both kill. And his neutral air. Oh, Dan gets that Raptor boost so frequently, I don't understand how. Oh, nice read by Poor, doesn't quite catch him. So, yeah, okay, as it looks like that up throw had Poor in hit stun, or yeah, in stun forever. So I think that that's the option here. If he can get a grab, an up throw into knee, we'll probably close out the stock. For Dan, that is. And Poor charging up forward smashes. Dan's getting some free hits off of that. Oh, that was so amazing! I didn't even know that it worked like that. Apparently, Sonic is still considered to be grounded when he's up smashing. I was unaware of that. Okay. And Dan says, you're a ridiculously fast character and I can throw out a move so fast that you can't react to you running into it either. Oh, Dan tries to go for a ledge cancel, misses it, and pays the price. But he's up by a stock here, so he's probably not feeling as awful as he could be. Oh, and an up air there, a knee, very nice second knee. And it looked like Poor didn't really DI that up and toward Captain Falcon, which he should have, because he would have survived it at that percent, especially on this stage. Oh, and Dan gets a ledge cancel down air, flies off the side, but gets back on without consequence. Poor needs to figure out a way to keep the Falcon off the ledge here. Falcon with a fairly predictable recovery amongst the cast. And Sonic with some pretty amazing edge guarding options still. I mean, he's got Spring. Spring is still really good. He can fall down with a... Dan. He can fall down with a neutral air. And catch Captain Falcon's recovery. We're not really seeing that here. Oh, wow. And Dan's able to wait long enough to hit the sweet spot of that second knee, taking the second game. So it looks like up next we're going to have Ace and BB. All right, cool.